Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2 Original Campaign. This is Big Los, and we are inside Crossroad Keep. And we are going to try to summon Mephasm down in the basement. So we have all the crafting components that we need. But first, when we walk in here, Unka says that this Shadow Thief who we saw last time wants to talk to us. And he said he was sent by Axel, and he says Axel wants to get paid because Axel still thinks that he's in charge of me even though I'm a noble. So you have some choices here, but we're gonna lie and say, oh, we'll send some people with the money to him. Well, really not. And that sends us towards the chaotic by 1 point. Now before we head on to the basement, let's go into my suite. We'll open up the drawers and we'll get that gold necklace. Because I don't think I have a gold necklace, but we sure do need one. Now when we talk to Qara, let's find out how the men in the keep have been doing. Okay, the unit strength has now been promoted to high. So everything is pretty much in the green except for peasant and gray cloak civility. Both being average. Which I suppose is better than being low. Alright, so let's make our way into this basement. And we are going to open up this magician's workbench over here. So let's put all these items into the workbench. Gold necklace, the star sapphire, the glowing fire essence,
listening, really,
and the faint power essence. And then I put
believe
Saint in my
so.
party off camera. And then we'll cast darkness on it. And then we'll grab the focus. And for some reason, the gold necklace is not expended. So you get it back. Also off camera, I leveled up all my characters because we're gonna be able to level up pretty soon.
So you have what you need to summon Mephasm. Are you certain you wish to do this?
Yeah, I am. Let's do it.
So be it. Call out his true name. Then cast the focus into the circle hard enough to shatter it. He shall be here quickly enough.
Okay, here he is. Now, I wish that they would have had voice actors for this scene, but I guess it wasn't in the budget. So now we have to read all this text. Apparently Mephasm and Ammon Jerro knew each other before Ammon had him trapped in his haven. And then when you bring it up, Ammon gets all defensive about it. He doesn't want to talk about his past. Now, I find it very hard to build up influence with Ammon Jerro. Now, we want to initiate bargaining with Mephasm because we can get stuff. Now he says, I want you to think about it before we actually do anything, so he disappears, but if we walk into the center of the circle, we'll be able to summon him again. And we got enough experience points to level up. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, we'll put all the ones that were 19 to 20. We will, I guess, improve that one to 15. Well, I guess that's it. I guess we're still left with 2 skills that are 14, and then sleight of hand's stuck at 13, but that's okay. We don't need to bump up sleight of hand anymore. We just needed it up to where it won't fail. even on a 1. Okay, we want to do Druid. Let's recommend. And of course that unsummons Reptar, so we're going to have to put Awaken back on level 5. And we also got a level 9 spell, so I picked Mass Death Ward. Because, you know, it's good to be immune to instant death spells. I particularly hate those.
Follow me.
Now we'll just level up Kelgar. We'll put the points into craft armor and craft weapon. That should be it.
I concur.
And now for Sand, I put some spells into his magic bag that he couldn't cast yet because they were level 9. There's also this spell called Etherealness, which actually casts Ethereal Jaunt, which is a level 7 spell, and it won't let you scribe it because he already has it in his spell book. Now, Etherealness is a level 9 spell, so I think that is a minor bug where you get this Etherealness scroll, but it's actually the Ethereal Jaunt spell. So if you want Etherealness, you're gonna have to just pick it, and I believe that's one of the spells that we're gonna pick. Now those other spells, don't pick those spells because we're gonna scribe them shortly. Now I think we should do this Shade spell because it actually casts other spells, but it depends on where you cast it or who you cast it on. It could cast Delayed Blast Fireball, but if you cast it on yourself, instead it casts Premonition, Protection from Spells, and Shield. Alright, I think that should do it. Let's finish, and then we'll scribe all these other scrolls because we have just got access to level 9 spells. And I gave Sand the Wizard's Ally because he's a wizard, so let's level up Qara. And we'll recommend the skills. Okay, now we have one level 8 spell, we got one level 7 spell. And it doesn't look like we have any other spells, so we got 2 spells to pick. So what's it gonna be for level 7? Let's see. If we get that one, it's a pretty good defensive spell. It gives +5 natural AC bonus. And a couple other things. Spell Mantle absorbs a certain number of spell levels before collapsing. And I picked Horrid Wilting as my level 8 spell. Big B's Grasping Hand is useful. Delayed Blast Fireball, I am not a big fan of this spell. Because it assumes the enemies have to stay within a certain spot for it to work. And it does kind of work for enemies using long-range weapons. Now, Prismatic Spray, I think we're going to pick this one because it does these random effects that's listed on the right side of the screen right here. And some of these effects are particularly damaging. Especially like Paralyze or Confused. So we're going to pick that one. Okay, and I think we forgot to choose Sand spells, so let's choose this level 9 spells. We'll do Shades and Meteor Swarm. And then we got an extra level 6 spell. So let's pick... Well, there's always Disintegrate, but let's do Circle of Death. That'll give him another option.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Okay, and that should just about do it. Now let's go back over here. And we're gonna craft those foci. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't get the recipes. Oh well. Looks like we're gonna have to go all the way back and get the recipes, and then we can make the infernal focuses, what have you.
Mephasm agreed to tie himself to this circle, so he can be summoned again without a focus. Simply utter his true name, and he will appear.
Mephasm, come here. I want to bargain with you. Okay, you have to actually ask him 3 times for him to do it, so...
Do you intend to summon Mephasm again?
I do. I do intend. Okay, and yes, I've given it serious thought. So, what can you do for me? Okay, that's what I want. I want to have my stats increased. I really do. I really want my stats increased. Please. But you can also get some good items. Okay, so we got the recipe book. Okay, so that made me more evil by trying to offer Grobnar, but... Couldn't I just sell you my soul? Yes. I am serious. No, don't pick that I was just joking. That'll lose you some influence with Ammon Jerro when you really need it. You know, then you threaten to sell it to Zaxxas instead, and he's not buying it. He's saying that Zaxxas wouldn't come here, and Ammon is saying that he wouldn't summon Zaxxas here for any reason. That's okay. I don't think we want to sell our soul to Zaxxas, considering Zaxxas' huge dislike for us. He'll probably have us thrown to the hell where people are skinned alive. Okay, so for these foci, we're gonna need 1 blue diamond. We're gonna need an iron ingot. And I got 2 bags here. We're gonna need that sapphire, and I'm gonna use the one that we, for some reason, can't sell. So we're just gonna turn it into something. And then we're gonna need a dark steel ingot and a mithril ingot. And we'll split that up, and we'll split this up, because we only need 1. And we only need 1 mithril ingot, so we'll take 1, put the rest away. Let's see, I think I'm missing a ruby. Yeah, we'll put the other rubies back. Okay, so we're gonna do the first one. It requires a glowing power essence, a ruby, and a dark steel ingot, but we're also gonna need a glowing fire essence,
Let me lead the
a
way.
faint power
You
essence,
follow
and a
behind.
faint fire essence. So we're gonna grab all of those. And we're gonna have to do some splitting of these things too.
I can't move carrying all this stuff.
And since we're here, we might as well grind up this troll blood, get some more essences out of it. Put all those back. Okay. Almost done here. Put that one away, and then we'll put all the necessary essences into the captain's inventory. And we'll put those away.
I believe so.
So let's create the first infernal focus. Glowing power essence, a ruby, and dark steel ingot. Okay. So let's put these items into the magician's workbench.
Listening, really?
And now we need Sand to cast darkness again. Unfortunately, he has to rest up before he'll have access to that spell.
Yes.
Now, it did say the crafting succeeded. I wonder why. Okay, before we rest again, we'll put that on Reptar, and then we'll switch out the Awaken.
So?
Did it work? Yeah, we got it! For some reason, it casted darkness all around here. Usually when you cast something on a workbench, its effects don't go outside. So let's do the second one. It requires a glowing fire essence, a mithril ingot, and a sapphire. A regular sapphire.
I concur.
So we're gonna have to rest up again. And cast that spell one more time. Okay, this time it said crafting succeeded. Alright, so that's our second infernal focus. And now we'll
I think it is time everyone marched
do this
behind
last
me,
one.
your new glorious leader.
rest up and cast darkness again.
Well now,
I think I forgot to put the
what
diamond
do you
in there.
want?
Yeah, okay. Now we're ready to do it. Am I missing anything else? No, that should do it.
I think it is time everyone marched behind me, your new glorious leader.
Okay, and now we have our
with me.
third
Come on.
infernal
Follow
focus. And you could only bargain with Mephasm 3 times. Now, it looks like I'm having a problem.
Do you intend to summon Mephasm again?
Yes. Like I was saying, I'm having a problem with the camera, so I probably will cut this episode short. Now, for some reason, he won't let you boost a stat right now. I think it has to be a little bit later in the act. But he will give you a weapon, an armor, or an item, or gold. Do not pick the gold. It's only 5,000 gold. If you really want gold, pick the item and sell it. You'll get more than 5,000 gold for it. Let's see. So we're gonna pick the armor because the weapon is just a club, the Watchman's Club. It's not very good. But we do get this Mask of Death. And it allows you to cast these spells, and we're going to give that to Qara because she's wearing something that allows her to cast Finger of Death once a day. And now she'll be able to cast that.
What's going on?
And a couple other spells as well. Alright, now that we've successfully dealt with Mephasm, we can do it 2 more times, but we'll probably do it in a later episode as soon as I figure out how to get him to give me the stat boost that I want. And our next destination will probably be Port
I
Last.
believe so.
So, this is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and Tengo un buen día.